Let's break this bitch down. Act 1. Let's set some stuff up.
Our film begins with the fanciest version of the Saturn Films logo that we've seen so far. I guess it was like because it was incorporating the clock a little bit, so they kind of fancied it up for this. And Saturn Films was the point production, group for this film, which I don't know if he's had a film quite of this scale, a $78 million film on Saturn.
What was Wicker Man? Wasn't that one of Saturn Films ones?
This was after Wicker Man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like after Wicker Man, they were like, "Oh, here's some more money. Go make more of that."
Yeah, Saturn Films did produce Wicker Man.
Yeah. Ooh. All right.
Oh, they also worked on National Treasure, so I'm assuming that's the biggest.
Wow. Way to skew the numbers.
Yeah, it's probably National Treasure 1 and 2 were probably the biggest budgeted ones they worked on.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, the Saturn Films logo is accompanied by a ticking clock and flashes of another clock on screen and subtle glimpses of Jessica Biel's character. We see subtle glimpses into the future while some romantic music plays over the opening credits. I didn't see into the future at all during that opening sequence, but I did have an epileptic seizure with all the flashing and stuff. So that's kind of like time travel. We cut to Nick's character, Chris Johnson, which for some reason is spelled C-R-I-S, at some sort of 50s diner where we see him drinking a martini at breakfast or something. I don't know if it's like the middle of it. They say it's like
8:09 or something.
8:09. Just like, so at 8 a.m. he's going to this 50s diner and drinking martinis.
They specifically say he doesn't know if it's AM or PM, so he shows up.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's Vegas,
Yeah, it's Vegas, baby.
I guess, yeah.
I'm sure that's not the weirdest shit happening in diners.
Just instantly made me hate his guts immediately. Like, who forces a waitress at a diner to make him a martini for breakfast? It's clearly not Vegas either. It's definitely Los Angeles that they filmed that thing in.
Yeah.
Anyways, too big for his body era Cage watches the clock on the wall. I don't know what happened during that period, but his hair was so like long and like weirdly poofed out, but also he had like the 5 head going on with his hair, his receding hairline. He just looked weird, like he was too skinny or something. I don't know what was going on.
It just makes him look lanky and tall, and I mean he's already tall, but I guess it was that being skinny and having the receding hairline makes his head look longer and taller, and And then, I think the hair is to compensate. Like, the bigger hair is to compensate for the fact that he's losing his hair.
Yeah.
Just looks good.
Just makes it look so much worse, though.
Yeah.
Thank God he got those hair plugs after this.
Yeah, thank God.
He watches a clock on the wall, which is the same one that we saw in the opening credits, interspersed with shots of Jessica Biel. When she doesn't show up at the time that he's had a premonition about, he leaves his barely sipped martini on the counter. He takes like one little sip, and then we cut 2 shots of the Las Vegas Strip. We see that Chris is a Vegas magician who dresses like Liberace or acid yellow with taste, I guess. He goes by the name Frank Cadillac. Which is even more stupid when you find out the explanation of why he chose that name. And the second he walks out on stage, he says, "Here's to world peace," while he pulls out 2 doves that seem to be glued to his hands or something. Just, like, I think they were going for it being cheesy and shitty and stupid, but like, god damn, dude.
Like Chris Angel era stuff.
We see Julianne Moore's character, Callie Ferris, and her partner, Black Guy McStereotype. I mean, Kavanaugh. And they watch Chris's hack magician act where Chris asks how many people here are from the Orient, which feels racist even for 2007.
It's okay. He's got a Korean wife.
It's true,
at the time.
True. At the time. An Asian couple raise their hand, and an old guy excitedly says he's from Korea. This guy is like so over the top, like excited. Korea.
He's like, I sense you're a soul man. You're a soul man. Why am I getting this soul man vibe? Oh my God. I'm from Korea.
And the 20-year-old girl that he's with, Young Kyung, or as the credits call her, Girl with Necklace, volunteers to go on stage with Frank Cadillac.
They give her a name in the movie, but they credit her as not having a name.
Girl with Necklace.
Well, they'd remember that nobody would remember who Young Kyung was.
Yeah. Quick fact, Girl with Necklace is actually Alice Kim Cage, who he was married to from 2004 to 2016. If you're keeping track, this is the third of 5 wives that we've seen on screen with Nick Cage. Because we saw Patricia Arquette in Bringing Out the Dead and his current wife, Riko Shibata, in One of the Dummies in Prisoners of the Ghostland. It's like his, I think it was his, third wife? No, fourth wife he was married to for 4 days because he was drunk when they got married and they annulled the wedding 4 days later.
Awesome.
And then, I think he had one other wife in between Patricia Arquette and that 4-day marriage or whatever.
Is that the one that's like suing him right now?
I don't think he was ever married to her, actually.
Oh, okay. Because their son attacked her or something.
Yeah, Weston Cage. Anyways. Nick Cage off camera is a whole different show. I feel like that could be an entire different thing. But we're focused on his performances. I just like we talked about it offline, but like even in the movie, he makes fun of the fact that she's way too young for this dude. And I'm like, dude, you were married to this chick.
Yeah,
you're too old for this chick.
She's a year younger than Jessica Biel.
Yeah. And Jessica Biel is 19 years younger than Nick Cage, which is not creepy at all in the movie. Like, I mean, maybe we're supposed to feel like Frank or Chris is
younger than he is.
Younger than he actually is. But anyways, Agent Ferris scowls at Kavanaugh when he asks why the fuck 2 federal agents are watching a shitty magician while there is a nuclear bomb on U.S. soil. Because she is 100% right about every far-fetched, stupid as all hell thing that happens in this dumb as shit premise of a film. Just everything. She knows everything. Because she's psychic too.
Mm-hmm.
It's Frank just like screenwriters like only know how to write 2 types of FBI. Write about everything and completely incompetent.
Yep.
And it's always the superiors that are completely incompetent.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the lucky agent who's right about everything.
Frank makes a necklace fall off the neck of the poor girl from the Orient on stage and then makes her dig around in his pocket for it. Agent Ferris is like, well, that proves my theory that he can see into the future or something. Yeah. It could do a magic trick. We get to Chris smoking while drinking a martini, walking down Fremont Street in Las Vegas, while the only piece of voiceover narration, aside from the piece that's reused at the very end of the film, tells us that sometimes when you see a shitty magician, it's the real deal. He goes on to say he doesn't get paid well making necklaces fall off girls' necks, so he gambles to make ends meet. He says he only gambles against the house and never makes any crazy bets so that no one notices his remarkable gift, and that he can only see his own future and only within 2 minutes. Which for some reason is made a really big point of like, it's not 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's not 2 minutes and 15 seconds. It's 2 minutes. That's it. And like, even to the point where Agent Ferris is like tracking it.
Yeah. They can time it.
Got to be 2 minutes. How did she find him in the first place? One of my Coppola questions. But anyways, we're 6 minutes in. The premise is stupid and we have 90 minutes to go. So better buckle up, kids.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better.
Does not get any better. He goes on to say the only time he's ever seen more than 2 minutes into the future is when he saw a vision of Jessica Biel. but we'll come back to that. In a security room, we see a couple guys recognize Chris from his shitty magic show, and they ask if he's pulling tricks or something. And then he looks directly into the camera to their shock. Because, like, I guess they kind of set up a thing where it's like if someone else enters his consciousness, then he can see it.
He can see it, yeah.
Because they become, like, part of him, like his life, I guess, or they're impacting his experience.
A part of his future. I don't know.
I just realized they probably spelled his name Chris without the H to, like, separate from Chris Angel. So he get sued.
Mind freak.
Also, I think it's funny that Nick Cage's idea was his idea to make him a magician. Feels like a very Nick Cage thing to do, to think that at least some portion of magicians are actual psychics or something, or some supernatural power. So it's like, sometimes magicians are real, man. Put that in the script.
He's like, how do you think those mentalists work?
Seems like something
I watched Chris Angel disappear old plane. You can't explain that.
He went to the Grand Canyon. Let's go to the Grand Canyon.
And I watched the behind the scenes, and he literally said, "I've always wanted to play a magician." So of course.
Fuck winning an Oscar. The height of performance artist to be a
always
magician.
wanted to do a movie where I was Captain Nemo. Couldn't get Captain Nemo, so I'll just play the ship captain on the USS Indianapolis. Fucking A, dude. Chris leaves the table and heads to cash out, while in narration says, every time you look at the future, it changes because you looked at it, and that changes everything else, which sets up the premise for the dumbest reveal at the end of the movie. We watch some dude walk up to the cash office in the middle of downtown Las Vegas, where he tries to rob the casino. But a security guard tells him to drop the gun, so he shoots the guard and the cashier while stealing like $200 and running off. What the fuck was this guy's plan, dude?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you'll get her all away scot-free.
I feel like those casinos are more secure than Fort Knox.
Yeah, dude. There's not really a good way to rob a casino.
Even if you get away, you're on so many cameras, which is also why it's just like this next following scene is stupid. But anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The movie rewinds, and this time Chris intervenes to stop the guy, but he grabs the guy's gun. The security guards think he was the one robbing the place because we need a reason for the rest of the movie to happen.
Again, they couldn't just check the security where they would have seen this guy pull a gun on every conceivable angle because there's so many fucking cameras in those casinos.
There's a lot of things in this movie where it's like very easily explainable things, but they just ignore it completely. And they're just like, oh no, there's no way we could have done that. Yeah. He tries to explain that the guy was going to shoot a couple people, but they tell him to freeze so they can sort out what happened. But instead, the Vegas magician, whose face is probably plastered all over town, decides to just run for it. What the fuck, dude? Since Chris can see the future, he manages to evade every single security guard in the casino with zero effort, which we watch unfold for the next solid 3 minutes before ending with him putting a dumbass hat on his giant bird hair, and we see him steal a car. He's chased by half of the Las Vegas Police Department like OJ through the streets of Las Vegas. So it's safe to say that his job and life in Vegas are over, and he's surely going to jail over a misunderstanding that could have been cleared up over a very short conversation. No, he was the guy. I checked the security camera. Done.
Check. The guy's prints are probably all over the gun.
Yeah.
Just
couldn't have seen 2 minutes into the future to see them resolve that.
Right. Well, maybe he saw 2 minutes in the future and saw that the FBI was going to come arrest him or something.
Maybe.
They're hunting him. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Plausible, I guess. We see Chris speed across a train track where a comically ridiculous CGI train blows the car apart like the T-1000 exploding in Terminator 2. which somehow looks worse than the CGI in USS Indianapolis. Maybe it's a common thread with Saturn films. They just can't do CGI.
They can't do CGI. No.
This, of course, was just a glimpse of what could have happened, and the film rewinds to Chris driving faster and jumping over the train tracks, leaving the cops behind on the other side. Oh, hate it already. We cut to Agent Ferris watching the security footage of Chris stopping the guy in the casino. And she's like, see, he knows exactly what to do and how to evade being caught because he's a psychic. He must be psychic. An NSA director named Wisdom, Jesus Christ, played by Jim Beaver, who is great in other things, but somehow is the worst actor in this film full of terrible actors, says the Russian Federation is missing a 10-kiloton nuclear munition unaccounted for. And he is confused as to why Ferris is following a hack magician around Las Vegas rather than looking for it. Yeah, me too. He says the bomb was stolen 5 weeks ago, and they've just been informed about it now, I guess. Should have just called him exposition guy or director exposition. That would sound almost as dumb as director wisdom.
Austin Powers already made that joke. Basil exposition.
She argues that the bullshit magician has shown a pattern of advanced awareness that is statistically impossible. So if they bring him in, he'll be able to find the bomb in seconds flat, I guess. I just want to stop and point out that the entire premise of this movie is that an FBI agent has a hunch that a shitty Las Vegas magician is psychic, and rather than looking for a bomb capable of leveling a city, she's going on a full-fledged manhunt to track down this guy because she believes he's the only one capable of finding it before it goes off. Director exposition tells her she has 5 days to chase this fucking magician around before he pulls her to go look for the nuclear bomb that's on U.S. soil. And she meets with the head of the casino's security team. By the way, he's like riding around in the fucking semi-truck mobile office too. I don't get it. We watch a stupid ass scene where the head of security and black guy McStereotype before cutting to Chris arriving at home or a prop store or something, wherever the hell he lives.
It's the place where the guy kept the taxis and stolen. Like that garage with all the Mardi Gras decorations.
Exactly. We see that Chris lives with Columbo for some reason. And Chris gives him 2 sandwiches, which makes Peter Falk's character Irv overjoyed. Oh, great. Just one more thing. Could you bring the mail
before you go?
I've only ever seen that guy play Columbo. I've never seen him in anything else. So it's
Princess Bride.
Jarring.
Princess Bride.
He's just living with Columbo.
I don't know. It's really weird. And then shirtless Chris gives Columbo a big awkward hug. What the hell is this relationship?
It's like it's weirder than The Trust, where he's just inexplicably Jerry Lewis's son.
Yeah, just hanging out with Jerry Lewis.
What the hell is going on here? Why is Frodo at my door?
So he's just inexplicably living with Columbo.
I guess, yeah. Maybe Cage was friends with Columbo or Peter
It feels
Falk.
like it. Like he had like like a Saturn Films thing. Like
yeah. I always wanted to work with Peter Falk.
Columbo. He met Peter Falk through knowing Jerry Lewis or whatever. He was neighbors with Jerry Lewis or friends with Jerry Lewis or something.
Oh, Peter Falk is genuinely a great actor. I wouldn't say the same about Jerry Lewis. Kavanaugh takes the head of casino security to a semi-truck FBI office or some shit, and Ferris asks the guy about Chris Johnson. For some reason, the head of casino security for some shitty off-strip casino knows all about Frank Cadillac, the 2-bit magician. I guess you just know about all the performers in Vegas if you live in Vegas. I mean, I guess that's plausible, but still. Ferris explains that the idiot who was just going to pop 2 people in the casino and run out with the money in his arms had already robbed 2 casinos in Reno, where he also killed some people and somehow got away with it.
Well, listen, I've seen Reno 911. You could commit any crime in Reno and get away.
That's true.
Those cops are terrible.
That's true. She shows this random asshole who has nothing to do with the rest of the film security footage from his own cameras, and she figures out that Chris can see anyone who enters his consciousness in the near future.
The fuck?
Somehow.
Oh my god!
Why was he looking at you? What were you saying when he looked at you?
Yeah. Remember exactly what were you saying?
Dude, how is Julianne Moore so bad in this movie?
She just gave up.
She just doesn't care. Yeah.
She has a fucking Oscar, dude. She was 5-time Academy nominee. 5 times. 5.
She's worse than Jessica Biel.
She's
In this movie.
horrible. Yeah. Jessica Biel is actually pretty good in this film. I would say
Surprisingly, the most
kind of
grounded
steals
character.
the show.
Mhm.
Yeah. Old man Columbo tells half-naked Chris that he can't keep being reckless and to forget the girl he keeps seeing while Chris shaves, which is a recurring thing in this movie
Yeah.
for some reason. Shirtless shaving. That must have been a Cage thing. I really feel like my body pops right now. Let's just pop the shirt off in this scene. We do that again. Really want to know, why are they living in a garage filled with neon lights and Vegas signs? Why did Peter Falk agree to be in this movie?
Maybe this is a
So many
storage
questions.
garage that Cage actually owned. That just
Yeah,
had a bunch
maybe.
of like Americana and Vegas props and stuff, and thinks it's cool.
Yeah, I could see that.
I can see that, yeah.
Chris says he's not leaving Las Vegas until he meets the girl he keeps seeing. And Irv says, how about a game of pool? Why the fuck not? He's on the run from the FBI cops. Just have a game of pool, eat some sandwiches, shave. We cut back to Ferris watching Chris play blackjack, and she says, we know he can see at least a minute and a half ahead. After a guy says he pulled a 6-card blackjack. Then one of her
He's
lackeys,
good at cards, man. He's definitely a psychic.
He's a
Card counters
psychic,
don't
man.
exist. They have to be psychic.
Well, they say he's not counting cards.
So he just got lucky. He's got to be psychic.
Then one of her lackeys says at one point there was a 2-minute and 16-second delay at the table, and Chris never bet. So she surmises that he can't see more than 2 minutes ahead. Fuck you, dude. Stereotype guy walks in and says that he got a hit on the stolen car thanks to a low jack, which I guess Chris wasn't psychic enough to detect. Should've
He
hired
wanted them to
fucking
find him.
Memphis Reigns to. Back at the pool game in the Vegas Whimsy garage, Irv tries to convince Chris that it could be 10 years before the girl shows up at the diner, which would be even creepier if she's still the same age and he's 10 years older. But he's dead set on meeting her and says that she could be the one. Jessica Biel was
Nick
Neo
Cage's
from The
current
Matrix.
wife was 12 when this movie came. Never mind.
God damn it.
She was the one. She's the one too. 12. Chris checks his watch and says Agent Ferris is almost there. And he says, I want to see how much she knows, what she wants from me. And Agent Ferris walks in and tells Columbo to fuck off. But he does. Like, what? Ferris tells Chris she knows he's psychic and that she wants him to help her find a stolen nuclear bomb. And he plays dumb since he knows they'll lock him in a room and keep his eyes lid locked open like in Clockwork Orange for some fucking reason. Why? I had never seen this movie until we did it for this show. And every time I'd see a picture for it, it was that shot of like his eyes open with that stupid thing. And I was like, is this in the future or something?
No.
And then I heard that it was a Philip K. Dick story. And I was like, it must be set in the future. No.
Nope.
I mean, technically, the third act is.
God damn it.
Technically,
Touché.
yeah. She asks how he knew about the dumbass robber at the casino and then says no good deed goes unpunished, does it? And then the FBI busts in and arrests him. Suddenly, the film reverses again, and after seeing himself get arrested, he tells Irv that he has to go, and he runs for it. Ferris again arrives, this time without Chris being there, at whatever the hell Chris lives in with old man Columbo. And Columbo doesn't even get a single line in before she leaves. She says, I missed him by seconds, didn't I? Thus concluding Peter Falk's entire performance in this horrible film. Why, dude? Why is he in it? We cut to the security guard from the casino as he sees a guy and a girl standing by his car. They ask him about Chris Johnson in vaguely European accents, which shift between like sounding French, German, and Czech multiple times.
They're just
they speak French at one point.
Yeah, they are. They speak French.
They do speak French when they're actually speaking a language. Aside from English. The casino owner or casino security guy plays dumb, so the woman shoots him in the leg. Then generic bad guy rubs the security guy's head like a mom trying to fix his cowlick or something, and then pulls out a knife. It was really weird the way he because he's bad. He's toying with him.
Let me rephrase the question.
We cut to Chris at the diner again. Run from the FBI. We got to see what's going on over there. Give me a martini.
It's 8:05. I got to get to the diner.
I'm going to get my martini.
We cut to Chris at the diner again, where we once again see him drinking a martini in the middle of the day or the fucking breakfast hour at a place that definitely doesn't sell martinis. Like, it's
Vegas.
I call bullshit. There's no way, dude.
Even
I guess Vegas, but yeah,
you can get a cocktail at a elementary school.
This time, however, the woman of his dreams / psychic vision shows up, and he stares at her like a 13-year-old seeing a pair of breasts for the first time. Just won't stop ogling her the whole way. She walks to a booth without being seated by a waitress, while Chris just keeps creepily staring at her from a distance the whole time. He stands up to go talk to her and asks if she would mind if he joined her. And she's like, nah, I'm good. So he rewinds the scene like Groundhog Day and attempts sitting down with her like 5 different times and fails every single time. Just like, are we supposed to ignore how creepy this is? Pretend it's not, Like,
it's charming.
It's charming.
He's a bit of a loser, so I guess it's just showing like how many times he has to actually figure out how to get a conversation going with her.
The beans, the ones they use.
I love rain.
It's my favorite line.
Just imagine everything he says from this point forward is the best case scenario.
Yes, totally,
the best thing he's got.
I love
to say
rain.
to her.
Me too. Fuck you both. Drive off the cliff. Eventually, some dude in a white suit walks in while Chris is still staring at her like a creep. And this dude makes his way to her table. Turns out she has horrible taste in men because this guy is some sort of stalker that she broke up with for being abusive or something. The stalker guy starts to raise his voice and grabbing her by the arm and shit. So Chris intervenes and beats the guy up since he can predict his every move. But it turns out beating the shit out of the guy while making coins fall out of his nose for some reason doesn't impress Liz. So he rewinds life once again and lets the dude punch him in the face. This whole fight is just super cagey, dude. Mm-hmm. Also, what a creepy way to start the romantic part of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it sets up that she's kind of dumb.
Yeah, true.
And has terrible taste in men.
Yeah. And she's easy, I guess.
Yeah, like she didn't see all the red flags with this weirdo, so she immediately goes
for another one
on a car ride with another weirdo.
Yeah, just pick up some random asshole from the diner and take him to fucking Arizona. What the hell, dude? sure, I'll take you in my car by myself, just the two of us in the middle of the desert.
Yep.
Kendall, the stalker guy, leaves after socking Chris in the face without taking Liz with him, which might be the most unrealistic part of this super unrealistic film. Doesn't drag her out, kill her in a desert or something. Liz helps Chris up and uses a tissue to help stop the bleeding on his lip like she's his mom. She sighs and he says, "It will." And she says, "What will?" So he says, "Your luck. It's gonna change." Get it? Because he's psychic? Kill me. God damn it. She asks if he's a leprechaun, which clearly he's not, but he could be a crackhead. Sorry, that's at least the third time we've referenced the Mobile Leprechaun video from fucking 2006.
Hey, that's a topical reference for this movie.
Yeah, true. Chris says, "Do leprechauns get punched in the face and have their car stolen?" God damn it, dude. Then he says he's supposed to be in Flagstaff, because he's a fucking liar. And she's like, "Oh, you poor baby, I'll drive you there and suck your dick." Now, she only says the first part, but she later does the other thing too. She says she has to make a stop along the way and it might take a few hours, which, as we say, like it would literally take a helicopter ride in order for them to get to the village, but whatever. He says, "If you're uncomfortable with this, I can take the bus." And she says it's fine unless you're some sort of psycho. Then she says, "The first psycho vibe I get, you're out of the car." Should probably start by not creepily leering at her and reliving the same moment over and over so you can get them perfect so that she'll sleep with you. But whatever, movie. I guess we'll just pretend it's romantic.
Maybe we as a society were far too harsh on Twilight.
I don't know. That's like a 100-year-old man fucking a teenager.
True.
I think we were perfectly hard on that movie.
I feel like this is the first project that you could say is not a better love story than Twilight.
Touche.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah.
Act 2. Let's get some motivation up in this thing.
We cut to the middle of the desert and we see Chris burying Liz's body in a shallow grave before spotting those kids from Never on Tuesday and asking if they need a lift. We know. He says it's amazing what a coincidence it was that they ended up at the same diner and we're both going the same way. Because he's a fucking liar. And she says she's starting to get that psycho vibe she warned him not to give her. You're just now getting that?
Yeah.
And he doesn't get out of the car like he said he would. Psychos are well known for doing what you tell them to once you start telling them to stop being psycho.
Mm-hmm. He asks her if she believes in destiny, and she says, "No, I don't. It's a terrible game, and I don't believe it will last much longer, especially since Bungie seems to be falling apart at the seams." Wait, no. She says she would hate knowing everything that's going to happen before it happens, especially since she would have to confront the fact that her husband's a cheating whore. Oh, wait, no, sorry. She didn't say that part, but she did say she wouldn't want to know what happens before it happens.
Is that real?
Although I think she probably would have liked to know that Justin was going to be cruising around town.
I forgot she was married to Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. They drive on the rim of the Grand Canyon for a bit before we cut to Agent Ferris asking the owner of the diner about the random asshole who only drank martinis at 8 in the fucking morning. The waitress tells Ferris that the two strangers at her table told her exactly where they were going for some fucking reason. And they used some surveillance cameras to find the license plate number on Liz's car. Kavanaugh tells Ferris that the security guy at the casino got his throat cut. So now, for some reason, the guys with the nuclear bomb are also after this psychic magician. Just gets dumber by the fucking minute. At a shipping dock, we see some generic bad guys waiting for the plutonium they stole from the Russian Federation that the FBI is spending all their researchers searching for a psychic to track down. They load it into a container with a huge bomb in it and take turns making dumb bad guy faces one at a time while watching from a distance. One of the bad guys, we'll call him Pierre Ledouche, asks why they asks what they learned from the casino guy, and the main bad guy, who I guess is named Mr. Smith, even though I don't remember him ever being referred to that.
No, and he's like a German actor playing like a French guy.
Yeah.
Or something. Or Mr. Smith.
Anyways, he says Chris can see things before they happen, and LaDouche says they can't afford any loose ends, so they should go track down this psychic magician rather than, I don't know, just blowing up the city like they plan.
He can stop us. It's the only man that can stop us.
No loose ends. That's my favorite villain motivation, just no loose ends.
That guy's never in the movie the rest of the
No,
film.
that's it. Just that scene, and then he's gone.
Just done.
Oh, this is a different guy. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I thought it was the main other guy. Who's a German actor playing a French guy.
No,
Like the
no,
blonde
no.
dude, right?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
isn't the blonde dude. This is that weird business guy.
I don't think that blonde guy even has a name then. I don't know if he's...
It's there's something in the credits, but who cares?
Yeah.
Just call
we
him
don't care.
generic bad guy number 2.
I don't know, but I was like, where the fuck have I seen him from? He was the captain in Peter Jackson's King Kong. He was
Yeah.
the boat captain. It's the only thing that I've seen him in.
Yeah, I had
That's
to look him
right.
up for
That's right.
the credits, and I was like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right. He is. Okay. Also, for some reason, one of the bad guys is eating an apple off the end of a fork like he's at a fair, and it's covered in caramel. That's
They're European. They eat pizza with forks and apples with forks, I guess.
Back on the rim of the Grand Canyon, Chris and Liz arrive at some shantytown Native American settlement. Liz says she teaches at this Havasupai. I feel bad for butchering your guy's name. I'm sorry, but I think it is Havasupai reservation once a week. Okay. And Chris says, I'd like to meet their shaman. I read once that in many North American tribes, a shaman's purpose wasn't always healing, but they also claim to have power over the atmosphere to bring on or stop rain and even know future events. Just definitely felt like a cage ad lib. Probably like he was
like-
probably just saying this and didn't even know that they were still rolling.
Yeah, it feels like that's why he hangs out with this tribe in real life. Like hanging out
Learning
with
from the
shaman.
shaman. Yeah.
He was like, I thought I was an alien once, but maybe I'm just Native American.
My spirit animals, the raven. I have Hoogan at home.
Someday I'm going to have snakes on my hands in a movie. So I'm going to make that happen. I made it happen. I made the magician thing happen in this movie. I'm going to make the snake thing happen.
I'm going to manifest it. They take a quick little stroll from the top of the Grand Canyon to the bottom. And the kids teach Liz some native language and clue her in that Chris is sweet on her, since he looks at her the way some kid looks at his waifu pillow or something. Sorry, folks, I'm not into hentai, so I'm terrible at things.
Why do they make the kids seem like really mentally challenged or something? Did anybody else seem like that? Like it felt like they were extra stupid for some reason, even though
think
they're
it's
all
just-
like, or they were acting like they were like 4 or 5-year-old kids, but they were all like teenagers.
I think it's just because the writing was so bad. And like, I mean, even the fucking paid actors can't make this dialogue
I
good.
mean,
I'm guessing they weren't actors.
they
were
weren't.
just-
They
they
were
weren't.
members of the tribe, so I didn't
Yeah.
want to make fun of them.
Yeah.
It just made it seem like she was teaching special needs kids or something. Maybe she was. I don't know.
I mean, maybe it's like because they don't have access to a lot of things. Like maybe they're just. We'll move on. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's terrible dialogue delivered by real people. So
Yeah.
don't be too harsh on the people that got stuck having to read those shitty ass lines.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. I didn't mean it as a slight against the actors or the kids. I meant it as
Yeah.
like, why did
Yeah.
the movie kind of write them like they were toddlers instead
Well,
of...
the movie doesn't know how to write dialogue for adults, so
I don't
try
think
to
they
write
knew how to
dialogue for
direct
children.
these kids, and like
Yeah.
they just wanted them to just kind of stare up at Jessica Biel the whole time. That's about all they do.
She looks up and Chris is staring at her like the creepy asshole that he is. And again, we're supposed to be like, oh, how cute. Chris gives some kid a rock and says it's magic, then does some sleight of hand trick where the rock gets replaced by a CGI lizard. And Liz's panties turn into Havasu Falls.
Just keeping a lizard in his sleeve like the pigeons. You know? It's just like taped to his wrist.
Just reminds me of Job from Arrested Development.
It's funny if he fucks it up and it's like removes the rock and it's a lizard, but it's on fire because he messed up the flaming flower trick. Oh God!
Oh fuck! Or it's just smashed
And then it
by the
flashes
rock.
back.
Yeah.
It's just
I was thinking
underneath the rock the whole time.
That's why it reminds me of Job. It's just a dead dove. On the way up the fucking Grand Canyon, she asks him if he's a magician, and he says, "So I'm a magician? Musician? What the fuck that mean? Make music or something? I ain't no musician. I make magic, and that ain't all I do. I gamble."
You
The real
keep calling
ones
me a
know.
magician.
What the fuck that mean? The fuck that mean? I make music.
What do you know?
That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician. Mm-hmm. What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician.
I
I make music.
God, that fucking clip. Anyways, wait, no, he says he has a small act back in Vegas, but I'm surely he's actually been fired since he's been AWOL from his show for, I don't know, what feels
He's
like.
also wanted by the FBI.
Yeah, and he's wanted by the FBI.
Yeah.
It feels like it's been 2 weeks, but it's probably a couple days. But there's no way they're holding that spot for him. Especially since there was only like 2 people in the fucking audience.
Right. Yeah. Half the audience was the FBI.
And his ex-wife.
Some guy from Korea.
When she finds out Chris is a magician, she instantly loses all interest in him. Wait, no, that's what would actually have happened. But instead, she asks why he chose the dumb as hell name Frank Cadillac as his stage name. And he says, "I picked 2 things I really like, Frankenstein and Cadillacs." And she says, "What we're all thinking, you are odd." Which is almost as dumb as picking a stage name based on a comic book character.
I respect picking Luke Cage over Frankenstein and Cadillacs. Stupid, dude.
Next, we cut to the firing range from Perfect Dark, where the FBI agent who's trying to stop a nuclear bomb from going off and killing an entire city full of people is just practicing her fucking aim. She has no sense of urgency whatsoever. She's taking her time. She's got 5 days to find him, and she's over there practicing her
Well,
fucking...
what if she has to shoot him?
What if she has to shoot like 300 random terrorists that just appear out of nowhere?
What if she has to shove him out of the way and shoot a guy behind him?
Kavanaugh waltzes in without hearing protection and says the dummy she's shooting is too close, so she pushes it over and hits a target like 50 feet away. She turns around and gives him a stare like a mentally challenged kid being told to stop making sandwiches in the middle of the night.
Okay. You were right about the traffic cam.
That look that she gives him is so like, what?
My theory is that they only did 1 take on every fucking scene.
She really looks mentally challenged when she turns around and looks at him. Like,
Could be because they were
whoa.
using that experimental film or whatever, and it was expensive, and they're just like,
True.
just do it. We're just doing it. If we can't afford multiple takes, just do it.
1 take. Go ahead.
Work for Lucas. Move on.
It works for
Kavanaugh says they found the license number, and we cut to Liz and Chris having a flirty drive in the rain, where we see Liz fall asleep on Chris's shoulder, and he says, "I like rain." And she says, "I like rain too." Such incredible writing. Remember, there are 3 writers on this fucking script.
Worked for Lucas.
Chris tells her about...
Memphis. I like Memphis Rains.
I really like that movie called 60 Seconds with Memphis Rains.
It's easily my favorite. Example of the writing in this film is just that I like rain. I like rain too.
I do not mean any disrespect by what I'm about to say, but it's like watching those, like that show Love on the Spectrum, where they have those two autistic people. It's like, because they just have simple association, and like I said, it's not disrespectful. It's just how their brains work, right?
Right.
But that's like how that scene was written. It's like watching 2 autistic people having a conversation.
Yeah.
It definitely didn't feel like 2 actual human beings talking, I guess.
No.
Which I guess is very bad to say when we're talking in the context of autistic people. Right? But you know what I mean? These are established to not be autistic characters.
Right.
This is the level of dialogue that they're spewing about each other. It's painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really bad.
It's like they gave it to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is like, people like rain.
I think ChatGPT at this point is smarter than wouldn't write crap like this.
No, it would write way better than
ChatGPT would write a better script than Next.
Chris tells her about it raining fish in Denmark 50 years ago. And he says, I just felt like sharing that with you. And they just laugh and laugh. Guys, I'm starting to think this movie is actually kind of dumb.
Specifically, that like the water evaporated the fish eggs in it up into the atmosphere, and then rehydrated them, and then the fish hatched, and then it rained.
I don't think that's how that works.
Apparently, it's true. It's actually happened. That's a real
Raining
thing.
Fish has happened. Yes, I don't know if that's the
Yeah.
explanation for it. I don't think the fish hatch and then mature up in the clouds.
Yeah,
and
I
then
don't
fall
think
back
that
down
part
to
happened.
Earth. But yes, they get caught in water spouts and sucked
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
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 Swimming around in the clouds for like 2
They
years
arrive-
they were up there and then they rained down.
They arrive at a road closure where a construction guy says the road is washed out, convenient, so they need to turn around and stay at the cliffhanger, which of course Chris knew before the guy said it. And for some reason, that construction guy remembers that detail to tell the FBI later.
Yeah, I remember he knew the name of the hotel.
It struck me as odd because nobody can remember those things.
Remember hotel names.
In the middle of fucking nowhere, and there's only like 2 hotels in this entire area.
Not a
But
lot
he
of
already
guys
drove
got
past
ahead-
it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they drove past it. At the hotel, they walk in and only see one bed, which is the setup to like 70% of all porn on the internet these days. Or so I've heard.
Also, like, isn't that something you establish when you're checking the room out? Like when you're at the front desk, they tell you how many beds, or you can say you want 2 beds.
Yeah. Do you want a single?
It's not like they just give you a
Do you want
random
double?
key when you walk in, and then you just go to whatever room.
I guess.
God, script writers.
Fingers crossed that there's 2 beds in here.
I mean, it was probably Chris asking for 1 bed. And then
Well,
he
I can see
ran
into
through
the future.
ran through all these scenarios of trying to sleep with her in the bed. None of them works out. So he's like, I guess I'll sleep in the car.
Oh, fuck. Chris says, actually, yeah. Chris says he's going to sleep out in the car so she can have the bed. She gives him a look that says, what a charming guy for sleeping out in the freezing cold rainstorm. Couldn't he have just like slept in the cuck chair or something?
On the floor or anything.
Yeah.
She was already leaning on you and sleeping on you in the car.
Yeah,
You could just
yeah.
share the bed.
But you have to establish that he's a good guy.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He doesn't bet
Yeah.
like against other people. He only bets
Right.
against
Bets
the house.
against the house.
Because he's
He
a
stops
good
the
man.
robbery.
He grooms her nonstop for like a couple days, predicting her every movement.
He didn't cut the hole in his pocket when she was, so that when she was fishing around, she felt something else. Anyways, quick fact: the Cliffhanger Motel is actually a restaurant located on Highway 18 near Crestline, California, in the San Bernardino Mountains.
I don't know if it was supposed to be on the Grand Canyon. Like that was their thought process.
Who fucking knows? Who knows? They lose track of geography so fast in this film.
I think it's so fucking funny that that Agent Ferris just drives down to the bottom of the canyon later on and like just heads him off at the pass. Like, what the fuck, dude? I don't think so.
I didn't think
but
they were at the
sure.
Grand Canyon anymore.
No, they
They
weren't.
were
They
just out
left
somewhere. And
But they were
Yeah,
like heading into
Arizona or
Arizona
wherever.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
Flagstaff.
or into they're supposed to be going to Flagstaff. But then, anyways, she gives him a blanket and he says,
Hey, did you hear the joke about the Zen master who ordered the hot dog?
No.
He said he'd have one with everything.
then she says, what the fuck did that have to do with anything that's going on? Quick fact, at the cabin, Cage tells a joke about a Buddhist monk ordering a hot dog. He actually ruins the joke when he messes up the punchline saying, I'll have one with everything. The actual line is, make me one with everything. They couldn't have reshot that fucking scene?
no, I feel like this is intentional because everything he says is always it's messed up in some way, like the fish egg thing, messing up the punchline. Later, the thing with the painter, he uses the wrong name for the painter, apparently. So I feel like it was intentionally like, I don't know, he's just stupid or he's dumb about reciting facts or something.
Or she finds it cute that he fucks things up or something.
I kind of feel like it's like he's kind of a dweeb. So like he's like, I don't know if I don't think he's intentionally doing it. I think we're just supposed to get that he's trying to make references, but he's just not that great at it.
Trying to come off as more intelligent.
Yeah. At least that's how I felt about it, I guess. It's kind of endearing in a way.
Yeah, I guess.
But the fact that they do it 3 separate times kind of tells me it was intentional, that they were just having him flub things on purpose.
Or it was never part of the script and Cage was just spouting it off and he himself doesn't know.
Yeah, that's also plausible. And they just were like, sure.
Fuck it, put it in.
With it.
It'd be way more expensive to reshoot this scene than it would just to let him fuck it up.
Yeah. Like, are they really going to stop and look up the Carletti reference? You know?
Yeah, I'm sure he did his research. The fish can live in the clouds. Okay. All right.
She smiles at him all flirty like, and sometime later she opens her drapes. She opens the drapes and sees Chris sleeping in the car or jerking it. Kind of looked like he was jerking it.
He's just tugging under
his Cage freaking out in a car.
Gold jacket.
Punching the roof of the car.
Did you guys see 5 Easy Pieces?
It's grabbing the wheel going, Mommy, Daddy, save me from this hell. I'm moving.
The next day, Kavanaugh and Ferris find out where Chris, the psychic magician they're still hunting rather than looking for, I don't know, a nuclear bomb, is hiding. And Kavanaugh says the construction guy remembered the Land Cruiser they were driving since the guy driving knew the name of the hotel the guy was about to say. Not even remotely possible that Chris had been there before, saw a sign for the hotel. I guess just psychic. Has to be.
Has to be. Yeah.
Has to be.
It's the first thing everybody jumps to in this movie.
Yeah. He's psychic.
Psychic.
Director Exposition pops back into the movie to tell the crew that they got a hit on a nuclear device somewhere between Los Angeles and San Diego. That's not a fucking big ass area to search. He says, nuclear detection officers are on the way. Then says, until they get here, does somebody want to tell me what my agency, the FBI, is doing about it? Which might be the worst piece of dialogue ever written for any film ever made. And remember, we just watched Outcast, and we're still saying that.
Yeah. The writing in Outcast was fucking amazing compared to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie did actually kind of make me miss Outcast a couple of points.
Not me. Not me.
That's not saying a lot, but at least Outcast had, like, you know, I don't know, some scenery that was
super
nice
tight,
to look at sometimes.
Super tight angles with motion blur and motion sickness. Yeah. At least this film gave you some fucking breath. Give you some air to breathe.
Outcast doesn't make you feel as stupid as this movie makes. Like, I don't know. It makes you feel like they just expect you to be completely dumb watching, like, to accept any of this. Like, Outcast was at least try to maybe made in earnest and just, you know, whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, we heard, yeah. Outcast could have been a good movie had it not gone through the hell that it went through.
You have to immediately, from the jump, as soon as it starts, completely suspend your disbelief with this movie.
Yeah.
Maybe heading to where they got the radiation warning rather than, I don't know, going to Arizona might be a good start, but the fuck do I know? I'm just another FBI DEI hire, so my opinion literally doesn't matter.
Yeah, I feel like this whole task force would get cut under Doge.
Rightfully so, let's be honest.
This obviously they are wasting a lot of money.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go to a magic show tonight?
I think this guy's psychic can use us to track down nukes.
Let's haul around this diesel trailer. It's definitely not
bring out the field
us
office and drive that around in Vegas.
Go to Flagstaff.
Let's use every helicopter we can possibly get our fucking hands on.
I got an idea what to do with this guy, but we need to make a giant underground bunker facility, something to store him in once we catch him.
I spent $3,000 on these lid locks. We're going to use them. That also felt like a Cage thing where it's just like, I loved Clockwork Orange growing up. I really want to do a movie where I have my lids opened up like that.
some random guy says they've exhausted every actionable possibility. And Ferris very matter-of-factly shit talks this dude like she has some brilliant plan. And just a reminder, her plan is to track down a psychic who doesn't want to help them so they can use his abilities to maybe find the bomb. I just wanted to remind you in case you forgot how stupid this all is. Instead of looking for Chris, why aren't they looking for Jack Bauer? I mean, he didn't stop that one nuke from going off, but he has a pretty good record otherwise. And if the bad guys were hiding out in a Christmas tree lot, he wouldn't fucking hesitate to take down those trees. Head first, baby.
Hey, Keeper, you a pirate, man.
That would explain everything.
Come on.
Half of the Bureau heads out to capture Chris Johnson while the terrorists watch from a nearby building, and the main bad guy says they'll lead them straight to Johnson. I don't know, rather than blowing up LA or whatever the hell these guys' plan is. While the FBI is hunting a psychic, they join the hunt for the guy who can see, just remember, he can see 2 minutes into the future, which can spoil all of their plans for some reason.
No loose ends.
Plus, they like hang out by following the FBI, and so like they're not worried that the FBI will catch on that they're being followed by the terrorists and then catch them. They also want to kill the psychic.
Yeah. At one point, they're like camped out right next to the fucking FBI.
Yeah,
and the FBI is like,
they're like in the same. Watching,
look at those guys.
Yeah.
Who are the guys with a fire over there?
You guys after the psychic too? Yeah.
Is that a sniper rifle?
Over at the hotel, Liz strolls out from the shower in only a towel in front of a guy she barely knows, and he ogles her before saying,
There's an Italian painter named Carlotti, and he defined beauty. He said it was a summation of the parts, working together in such a way that nothing needed to be added, taken away, or altered. That's you. You're beautiful.
So she makes him sleep in the car, but then she walks out of the bathroom in just a towel.
And she's like, What are you looking at?
Yeah.
my wet, naked, glistening body.
My ever seen a naked 20-year-old before? What the hell's the matter with you? Aren't you like 45?
Carlotti.
God, this is so fucking stupid.
I don't remember what the actual painter was, but I think it was actually
like
a poet who
Carletti
actually said it, and it wasn't actually the painter who said it.
Maybe he just you can't concentrate.
Right.
Just thinking about being in Beale.
Thinking about
being in the Beale.
7 minutes in heaven. I mean, seventh heaven. Just apparently wrapped up right when this movie came out. So I'm guessing that's why she does a good job of acting in this, because like she was trying to not be the seventh heaven girl for the rest of her life.
Yeah,
so.
I thought she left that show before it ended, because she went on. Because I thought Texas Chainsaw Massacre was like her first break into film.
Yeah,
I think she had left the show before it ended.
I feel like she's still trying at this point.
Oh yeah. She was still.
Career.
This is before she got beat down by Hollywood.
Yeah. Whereas Julianne Moore and Nick Cage, and they can just fuck off and do whatever with the script.
Yeah, they just phoned it in. While this is going on, we see him make a rose out of paper that catches fire, revealing an actual rose, which I guess was good enough for Liz to let this magician pull his rabbit out to put into her hat, because he pauses and says, "That was incredible." And when she says, "What?" he says, "This," and then they make out. And to that I say, fuck you, everybody involved with this movie.
Again, he could have like, and it'd been the burning lizard from Raising Arizona, you know?
Oh shit!
Whoops!
I got the wrong thing. It was supposed to be the rose. Yeah, I had the lizard there. So
oh god!
I'll keep it for later so I can have it as a pet.
I'm gonna go halvesies on it with whatever her name was. Starting test.
Yeah.
Liza Minnelli.
Liza Minnelli.
Ferris and her crew fly over the Grand Canyon in a helicopter, doing surveillance on the hotel Chris and Liz are banging in, because why not? They got the money, just spend it.
Why, dude? What?
They couldn't get the field semi up the switchbacks to get out to the side of the canyon. So,
and Ferris gets word that a body was found outside of her office, so they now know someone is trying to follow them to the hack psychic. So body follow.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Because
there was another
homicides
body?
don't occur.
It
randomly.
must be linked, man.
They-
there
They're
was
trying
an
to
entire
stop them
show
from finding
about
him.
homicides in Vegas and solving them.
Chris wakes up after God damn it. Chris wakes up after rattling Liz's guts for a bit. And we see his eye open before the camera zooms out, giving us our first clue that the whole rest of this movie will be absolutely pointless. Spoilers, nothing we see from this point on actually happens and is all a psychic vision Chris sees of what comes, fuck you, next.
At least Dark had the good courtesy to just kill the main character in front of our eyes, and that ended the rest of the movie without making us watch it and then undo it all.
Yeah. Liz heads out on the town to get some coffee or buy a morning after pill, while the FBI and why the fuck not, the terrorists watch from a distance with ridiculously large binoculars. Agent Ferris confronts Liz and tells her that Chris is a delusional psychopath. Agent Ferris asks if she's okay, and she says, no, I just let Chris Angel all up in my guts. McStereotype tells her to Bill Cosby Chris's drink, and she's like, sure, why not? After they vaguely threaten her job.
You teach, right? That's about it. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
whole.
about it.
That's
they're
all
like,
the dialogue. Yeah.
Oh, she relies on federal funding to teach
Yeah.
the reservation. So, yeah, they'll stop her job.
Yeah.
She's already in love, though. Guy I wish she met 12 hours ago.
Also, for some reason, the car they're in is obviously all shot on a green screen set. So couldn't they just filmed it
There's
there?
a lot. I felt there's a lot of that.
I think
Scenes
what
that
happened
felt-
was it was too hot, and they were like, "We're not going to subject the actors to sitting
Yeah.
in this, 110 degree hot car."
Yeah.
And then they shot that in LA on a set somewhere.
Liz is conflicted, but she heads back to Chris, who's hunkily sitting around shirtless, waiting for round two, since he has a hot dog and wants one of everything.
Sitting there with his guitar, naked in a chair.
Well,
They make out, and Liz clearly is hesitant to slip the mystery pill two random assholes in the parking lot gave her, and Chris is suspicious. Liz waits exactly 2 minutes after Chris leaves the room to go shave again and puts the pill into his orange juice, while the FBI also count down despite not having any fucking clue what's happening in the room. Also, the terrorists watch on somewhere nearby next to a campfire, but I guess the FBI doesn't notice them since they're way too caught up in catching a psychic that might be able to help them.
Oh my!
Chris comes out of the bathroom, gives Liz a hug while she gives him the Diddy juice, but she stops him just before he drinks it and explains what happened. She says, God damn it. She says she can't possibly believe Chris is what the FBI says he is, since after all, he likes rain. And she likes rain. She says the FBI said they'd shoot Chris if he ran. No, they won't. So Chris concocts a genius plan. He turns on the TV so the FBI can no longer hear everything they're saying inside the... Wait, what? What?
They
What,
bugged
they have
the
already
room, I
fucking
guess.
heard her tell him not to drink the orange juice and then whisper all that shit to him? When the fuck was she? Were they did they mic her? Were they microphoning him?
I don't know.
They found the terrorists and they're like, "Hey, did you guys bug the room? Can we listen in on that?" We're
We
also
get
trying
access
to.
to your feed.
Yeah,
I hate it because it's just like there are so many just gaping plot holes and just things that are just like, well, just ignore that. The audience will just ignore that. Oh, you think she just said 5 seconds ago? She just explained exactly what happened to him, but the FBI is listening to the whole thing, so he has to turn up the TV. Like, what the fuck?
I understand there are plot holes in film. There are going to be plot holes in a script because the way that you have to compress time. I get that. But this is just lazy. They like
it's the
no
same
indication.
scene.
No indication that the room's bugged. No indication that they made her wear a wire. You don't see them using one of those shotgun mics. And even if they were, they're like 1,000 fucking yards away from the fucking motel room.
Yeah.
So it's just this is just a device that they rewrote into the script for this next stupid fucking scene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because then he asked her how long they said the drugs would take, which was 5 minutes. So he takes her a glass of orange juice and drinks it outside so the FBI and, again, why not, the fucking terrorists who are using a sniper rifle at this point can see
Why
him.
didn't they just shoot him?
Exactly.
Their whole job is to kill this
behind
guy.
a pole, man.
Everybody knows bullets can't penetrate wood. Chris goes back inside after drinking his juice for like 5 seconds outside and explains what actually happened at the casino to Liz. Oh, and he tells her he's psychic, which he proves by knowing everything that will be said on each channel as he flips through the TV channels. Then he explains that he can only see his own future, except for when it comes to her. And she suddenly realizes how creepy this all has been since he used his psychic abilities to convince her to let him rattle her guts for a bit.
Also, one of the movies on the TV was Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah. And the nuclear bomb thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He gives her an envelope with $10,000. Wait, what the fuck? He gives her an envelope with $10,000 in it. Why the fuck he had that or when the fuck he got it, who knows? Again, awful. Which literally never comes. I mean, anyways. And he tells her she needs to get as far away from him as possible. They synchronize their watches. Okay. And he tells her to read a note exactly 45 seconds after he leaves and do exactly what it tells her.
It's not just synchronizing their watches, though. He tells her to set her watch like 17 minutes ahead for some reason that's never explained.
No, never comes back.
His watch is just really off.
Anyway, she reads a note, and it ends up just being a picture of a giant dick drawn on Jackie Treehorn stationery. She's like, oh, okay. He tells her she'll wait for him, he'll find her, and they smush their faces together again. And he seems to walk straight out the front door, but I guess he engaged some kind of cloaking device because neither the FBI or the terrorists see him leave.
It didn't cover the actual door, just the deck.
Right, the room that they knew he was in somehow.
Act 3. Time to resolve some shit.
Agent Ferris senses something is wrong because she's also psychic when the script requires her to be. Chris looks directly at Agent Ferris, who seems to be on the other side of a giant canyon, but somehow gets to him like it's nothing a few minutes from now. So Chris runs and jumps off a cliff and hits his head not once, not twice, but 72 times on the way down. All the FBI guys start scrambling down after him. Suddenly, Chris senses that one of the terrorist guys is about to shoot him, so he stops in his tracks and goofily avoids the bullet in one of the cagiest moments ever put to film.
What the hell?
Matrix bullet time.
He sort of explained that his thought process was like he's almost doing a ballet when he's like predicting the future and like doing these choreographed moves that he's already thought of and stuff.
Iron Man punches the ground at one point. How the fuck is that ballet? Oh, fuck this movie. Anyways.
Liz does what Chris told her to do, which is apparently drive her car into a water tower and then off a cliff. She met him yesterday, and she just aided and abetted a suspect wanted by the FBI, destroyed public property, drove her only form of transportation off a cliff, nearly killed a couple FBI agents down below, and risked her own life in the process. Must be some good dick. We see the Land Rover, or whatever their car was, flip down the cliff, nearly kills 2 FBI agents just before it can kill Chris. He again super cagily avoids it by doing some sort of ballet move. I think is that the Iron Man punch on the ground? bunch of old CGI old-timey wagons and barrels, assets that they had on hand from some Western or something, fall down a cliff, which nearly kills like half a dozen people before slamming into a huge pile of logs, which careen down the hill behind Chris. When Chris reaches the green screen set, the road, Agent Ferris is there waiting for him. So I guess the bottom of the canyon was just a 2-minute drive away. Seems like the FBI guys could have avoided scrambling down a mountain after him and just driven, but whatever. Agent Ferris sees the debris coming down a cliff at him, and since she can tell he's psychic with a heart of gold, she knows that he'll save her.
She's a real bitch. You saved my life, and then I'm going to strap you to a chair.
Right. He, of course, does save her from a ton of falling CGI logs and a CGI cop car flipping in the air, but gets himself knocked out in the process.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Why? There was just no way to avoid it in his predicament because there's a fucking mountainside falling down on him. She again tells him no good deed goes unpunished when he comes to, and the terrorists watch him get taken in by the FBI. Main dumb-faced bad guy calls up some other vaguely European guy, Eastern European guy or European, whatever, who just happens to be driving down the road where Liz is walking, and he pulls a gun on her. Next, for some reason, we cut to Chris. Why didn't the FBI pick her up? They just watched her crash the car, and then they all went chasing after Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's okay. She's not psychic. Fuck her.
She's not a psychic.
For some reason, we cut to Chris in a chair with eye locks on his eyes like he's in a Clockwork Orange. Turns out they're going to force him to watch a bit of the old ultraviolence. No, they're going to force him to watch a bit of cable news while not being able to turn his head or blink, which might just be the worst thing you could possibly do to a person. Please kill me. I can't watch another minute of Sean Hannity. Even that, I don't care your political affiliation. Having to watch more than 5 minutes of any cable news station on any channel.
Fuck yeah.
It's tantamount to this. It's the shit they're going to do to all those immigrants in Gitmo. They got all rounded up over there. Agent Ferris walks in and immediately pulls out a cigarette so she can blow smoke around the room while he's unable to blink. What a fucking bitch. He's used to it, though. He lives in Vegas.
Yeah.
Just smoke everywhere. She decides not to smoke after all and then thanks him for not letting her die, which, based on the last 30 seconds, I'd have definitely let her die. She proves Chris completely right as to why he didn't want to help them by basically saying his life doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things because his gift can stop bad things from happening. And he says, if I give you what you want, you'll keep me in this chair forever, which is 100% true. She tells him about the bomb and says that every network in America will broadcast its detonation. So she wants him to watch ahead on all the crappy cable TV news shows and find out where it'll go off. Doesn't really seem like 2 minutes will be enough time to stop the bomb if he does see it go off on live TV, but whatever. So this was her fucking plan the whole time. Just strap him
Watch
to
the
a chair.
TV. You'll find it. And then we can drive across Los Angeles.
We can stop it in 2 minutes time.
God damn.
Chris gets a vision of Liz since for some reason he can see more than 2 minutes ahead when it comes to her. We see Liz on the news strapped to a wheelchair on top of a parking garage in Los Angeles, which looks like the parking garage from Better Call Saul. That one episode.
Also reminded me of what's that movie with Tom Cruise where he's like a murderer, he's like a hitman.
Collateral or
Collateral. That's what it is. Yeah. It reminded me of that parking garage from that. It might have been the same one.
Might have been the same one.
And the bomb squad approaches her. She blows up, which is way more satisfying to watch than it probably should have been. We're just hoping that every character would meet the same fate. Just randomly explode. At least we get to watch Chris get shot a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So that's some consolation prize. Ferris watches Chris's reaction and we get to watch some day player actress playing a news reporter awkwardly try to act upset by the random stranger blowing up behind her. Just thought I'd call it out since he eats up like a full minute of screen time.
Yeah, why?
Although honestly, she gives a better performance than Julianne Moore does in the entire movie. So.
I think it was to set up how devastated Chris is.
Because we can't see him because his eyes are popped open. We can't see him cry. Back in the present, Chris begs Ferris to let him go. And since she's not the horrible cunt who almost just blew smoke in the eyes of a guy who can't blink, she lets him out of the Clockwork Orange chair for some reason. Understand for a change of heart. Agent McStereotype gives Ferris a file on the dead girl who was found across from her office, and he says that her throat was cut and that she bled out while showing her a picture of the body, which clearly doesn't have a cut throat, and there's pretty much no blood around her throat whatsoever.
It's like the same shot they use when they pan down to her. And that scene where he throws the screenshot bottle at her.
Why not just say she was strangled or something? If you're not going to even bother to, why would you point out that her throat was cut? That's
it was cut from behind.
Yeah. That she bled all 7 pints of blood or whatever that humans have in them all over the floor. Except you don't see any of that. Mm-hmm. She skims the report for a millisecond and sees that there were traces of potassium iodide, which prevents radiation poisoning. Oh, and they found an empty pill bottle at the scene, which he calls a box. He also says
empty pill box, motherfucker.
Says not a single fingerprint or hair fiber was found aside from the victims, but they left a pill bottle behind that conveniently tips them off. You see him drop it in this scene. It's so stupid. I thought he was planting it on purpose, like to make it seem like she drugged herself or something. But no, her throat was slit apparently.
Yeah, he went to go throw it away and he missed the garbage can.
Oh, they never checked the garbage.
No,
in the room with a murdered woman. No. They put Chris into a cell, but he asks for a cigarette. And when he asks for a light, they laugh at him in unison for some reason. So he does a magic trick with the cigarette and then kicks one of the guards in the face.
Hey, can I get a light? Look at this. Look. Ta-da!
Did Tommy Wiseau direct that scene?
Oh, hi, God.
What was going on with the laughing? Did I miss something?
I think they were like, because he's a magician and they thought it was funny and
he just asked for a cigarette and then he turns around and he's like, "Oh, could I have a light too?" And they're like, "Ha ha ha ha."
Do you think you can get a light? What is this?
Fucking.
Yeah. This isn't a Holiday Inn? I don't know.
It's a scene from Birdemic. What the hell? Fucking way, dude.
He beats up like half the guys at the FBI water filtration plants or whatever the hell this place is supposed to be. Like he's in a John Wick scene. It's like he's in the underground reservoir that Weapon X program happened in X-Men 2 or something. For some reason, the second half of that movie all took place in.
Yeah.
I don't know about knowing the future. I don't know how that would make you a Terminator, but what the fuck do I know? I guess given enough time, he can figure out how to beat somebody up in a way that will work. This scrawny guy who's kind of a dweeb and habitual drinker and smoker. Take out a bunch of FBI agents and soldiers.
Amazing at fighting people. I don't think that being able to see the future would make you be able to beat up a guy who's like twice your size.
Yeah. Maybe if they'd had some setup where he like does Taekwondo or something and it really helps with, because he knows what people are going to do. They could have done something like that.
It turns out Peter Falk is his Taekwondo instructor.
I mean, that makes a certain amount of sense. He could just be a really good, hand-to-hand fighter. And nobody knows it's because he just knows what his opponents are going to do.
Let me just teach you one more thing.
Well, he escapes this compound, the Weapon X compound, in seconds flat before making his way to the garage he saw in his vision while Ferris and some other agents chased him on foot in the middle of the street in LA traffic for some reason. Like, what? They just take him to an underground bunker in the middle of LA? I don't understand.
Yeah.
What the hell? Clearly. He's just on foot.
Yeah.
He just leaves and he's immediately at the garage.
He's like 3 blocks away. He just runs to it. Fuck off, dude. Jesus Christ.
It's just like, they won't notice.
Los Angeles is small. You can get to anywhere just walking.
On the roof, Chris lives his vision complete with Liz blowing up again, which was just as satisfying to watch the second time around. It's the best part of the movie. Agent Ferris finds Chris and he tells her what's going to happen a few hours from now. She says it hasn't happened yet, so it must be the terrorists who have her. Why the fuck would she think that these are related in the slightest?
It must be the terrorists who have the bomb.
They kidnapped her.
Clearly.
And brought her to a roof for some reason and strapped a bomb to her. I guess it was to distract Chris, maybe, so that he would stop helping the FBI and they could blow up the bomb, which I guess we know works. Sort of. Would have worked. I don't even know. Will have worked. I don't even know what tense you're supposed to use discussing what's going on. Anyway.
Yeah. Might have worked.
Ferris says that the terrorists are using Liz as bait to get to him, and if he tries to save her, they will kill him. Okay, so that's it. They're just trying to lure him out so they can kill him. Ferris orders every phone in the 2-mile radius be jammed, which shouldn't cause any issues in the middle of downtown Los Angeles. Also, why couldn't she just do that when Liz arrives so the detonator doesn't blow her up and arrest the bad guys and stop the nuclear bomb?
How? Like, there was no explanation as to how these guys who kidnapped Liz have anything to do with the nuclear bomb that they're hunting for. Like, how would she know that? Just because the chick had her throat slit across the street from her?
Yep. Yeah, because he took the drugs to prevent radiation poisoning, so he assumes he's gonna try to survive nuclear fallout. Except, why would they be anywhere near the bomb that they were setting off? They would just be, I don't know.
Why would they be following just this one FBI agent around too? Like,
because they know she's hunting the psychic.
Yeah, that
presumably
they've also
aren't
figured
there a
out can
bunch of
stop them.
other FBI agents who are hunting for the bomb? Like, you would.
There
hope.
are, yeah, but they want to stop this one guy who can stop them.
Right, even though he doesn't want to stop him or have any way to stop him.
Because they know he's psychic from interrogating the casino security head, I guess.
Yeah.
And how they got turned on to that is beyond any of us. We don't even know how they got cued in on that.
Yeah, why would they even bother?
He didn't even know. Like, she mentioned to her partner, like, oh, we know he can see at least a minute and a half. And he was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And then they kicked him out.
Right. And then for some reason, the terrorists track him down.
Based off of what that guy says. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So dumb. Can we watch Outcast again? At least that movie you don't have to try and think around stupid shit that they wrote. Chris finally agrees to help Ferris for the first time now that we're 71 minutes into this pile of garbage. He uses his psychic abilities to pinpoint where the sniper is waiting to shoot him, and we watch as he gets shot in another cagey moment. The sniper who just killed a guy in broad daylight stands up and tries to make a phone call, but of course all cell towers within a 2-mile radius are shut down, so it doesn't go through, and a helicopter sneaks up on him. You know, they're known for being whisper quiet. It's the Firebirds helicopters where they're like peeking up over hills and stopping drones.
Can't hear that fucking 20 miles away.
Nameless bad guy shoots at the chopper with a machine gun, and then they kill him immediately. No reason to keep the only lead they have as the location of a nuclear bomb alive. I think she even mentions that. Like, he tried to shoot at the chopper, so they killed him. Chris gets up, and Agent Ferris says, "Are you okay? That looked pretty close." To which he says, "Sleight of hand." Jesus.
Fuck this movie.
Sucks so much. They teach you to dodge bullets when you're studying with Penn and Teller.
Sleight of hand, right?
Makes sense.
Ferris
dodge
bullets
where they catch a bullet.
Sure they do, I think.
They do, yeah.
Ferris tells Chris to tap into he and Liz's hive mind and figure out what the license plate of the van is that she's being transported in. Also, we see that the shot that turned into a meme of Nick Cage with a bird on his head. You've all seen it. I don't know anything about psychic abilities, but I'm guessing they don't work like anything we've seen in the movie, but most especially not how the last 20 minutes of this thing is going to depict them. Anyway, Chris figures out the fucking license plate in like seconds flat while also seeing that the bomb is activated by a cell phone. Which again, they just forget that the FBI has the magical ability to shut off all cell phones within a 2-mile radius.
They're jamming cell phones right now in this very scene. And then they just that technology doesn't follow.
They say like, oh no, it's a direct line, and I'm like, no, it would still need a cell phone reception in order to get to the stupid Nokia phone.
It's just radio signals. That's all they are.
Yeah.
It's not magic.
No.
We see Liz being loaded into a van and somehow tracking the license plate led by the FBI to the docks where the bomb was being armed earlier. Now, I ain't no expert, but I'm guessing the van isn't registered to Dock 14 Warehouse 7. But again, what do I know?
They didn't think to disguise the van's registration. They're transporting a nuclear bomb and a chick. They drive up to the top of the roof with her, with a bomb on her, and leave her there. And they didn't think, like, maybe we should take the license plate off.
I mean, it would be, you would think it's a stolen van. So
yeah.
Why would they track it? Matter?
Yeah, how are they going to track it to the warehouse?
Yeah, how are you going to? It's not going to be registered to a fucking dock.
God damn it, dude.
Suddenly, Chris can see all possible outcomes of literally every fucking thing, but he's no longer held to the 2-minute rule, I guess. Maybe this video game character leveled up, or being close to Liz gives him super psychic powers or something. Huge team of FBI agents all take their cues from a Las Vegas magician as he plans out the strike on the docks, while Ferris tells them all to listen to his every call, even though he's the only one of them not wearing an earpiece or tactical gear of any kind, just his stupid ass jacket. Which I was like, why isn't he? And then I'm like, oh, wait, it's because he can dodge everything. He doesn't need to be protected by body armor or anything. So
he lets a bunch of people die.
Yeah.
You watch in the background people getting shot. Just like, there's no way to prevent that.
FBI intercept the van. All he cares about is Liz, so whatever.
Yeah.
Also, the FBI is kidnapping him anyway. So
True.
FBI, they intercept the van, and a couple of helicopters fly over, causing the rest of the bad guys to scramble. Ferris blows up some barrels that cause the van to flip over, which he says, don't do it yet. Like, don't shoot yet, you'll kill her. And then all of a sudden blow up barrels that flip the car over that doesn't kill her. But I guess he knows that it don't kill her, but it's just like, how is that not going to kill her?
Right.
But she crawls out the back.
Shoot the driver.
Yeah. She runs into a warehouse or something while Chris leads the team through the battlefield of hundreds of terrorists while telling them every move they should make. And it turns into a Call of Duty fight for the rest of the movie.
Why are there so many of them all of a sudden?
Yeah.
You'd think this operation would be kind of small, but, you know, whatever.
Turns out it's just the normal dock workers, and they just don't like the feds.
It's the FBI, man. La migra.
All those longshoremen just packing.
Just aren't our feds.
It's just because they want to protect the union.
So Pinkertons. Chris and the FBI team make their way into the warehouse Liz ran into, and we see that Liz gets caught by the main dumb-faced bad guy. And the bad guy runs through the battlefield outside with Liz as a human shield holding up a detonator. Chris and the team follow her, and we see a couple of guys on the team get shot, which seems like something Chris could have prevented, but fuck him, I guess. Liz, the bad guys, Chris, and the FBI enter a boat as we reach the hour 2 of this stupid battle, and Chris taps Ferris on the shoulder and points to some guy, and then she shoots him, which is just so dumb. Like, the way he gestures. And
it's like so nonchalant. Yeah. Like points at it. I've done this 400 times in my head.
Yeah. Bad guys plant some explosives in the control room, and Chris comes in his pants. Oh, no, he has a vision of them all blowing up, I guess.
It sure looked like he comes in his pants.
I just kind of wonder how many times he's died, like, in his visions.
Yeah.
A lot.
He's kind of dumb, so maybe he's killed in all these random ways.
Shit, I actually accidentally walked off the railing that time.
He almost gets hit by a train earlier in the movie, just driving. FBI guy defuses the bomb, and they continue to hunt for Liz seconds later. Again, no one seems concerned about finding a nuclear bomb at all, just Liz, or capturing any of these people alive to try and figure out where the bomb is or anything.
No. Just shoot everybody until we get Liz back.
Yeah. Chris has another vision further into the ship or on the set from Space Mutiny and points out several explosives to the team.
It looks exactly like Space Mutiny. There's a bunch of fucking water filtration railings and shit. I don't think that's what the inside of a cargo ship would look like.
No, I don't think so either.
That's how John Woo does it. He guides them through the C4 maze before getting shot in the chest, but thankfully he had quick saved his game, so he quick loads it right before that, and then he tells Ferris there's a sniper behind him. She tells him not to move and that he'll find her. Or he tells them not to move and that he'll find him. And then when he does psychically find the dude, it causes the guy to have a mini aneurysm or something, I guess, and then he can get into people's minds now or something or other.
What was the point of that one? I don't
like the guy was sensing that. I don't know.
Who knows?
It doesn't matter
anyway.
They shoot the guy and then they move on, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Cut to the terrorist guy's girlfriend setting up more bombs. McStereotype says they need to go deck by deck and find the terrorists, and Chris says, "You take this one, I'll take the rest," which he does by Doctor Stranging every possible future, and we see like 6 Nick Cages walking around like he's multiple man through this boat or whatever, all these catwalks, refinery from Terminator or something. Cool action.
It's like
set
in Gone in 60 Seconds, right? That's
Yeah.
like the final battle happens in there too.
It's just that's one of the action sets that movies use, so that's looks cool. Sadly, the FBI fucking sucks at being psychic, and the terrorist girl shoots at Kavanaugh in the head before Ferris kills her. Seeing her longtime partner dead, Academy Award-winning actress Julianne Moore emotes with the same expression of someone who just found out their McDonald's order was missing the fries after they got home.
Yeah, she's like,
this sort of looks like,
fuck him.
Moves on.
I never liked that guy.
Chris
Chris always questioning my methods of tracking down psychics instead of looking for bombs.
Chris then finds Chris finds another bomb on a railing through another epic come in his pants vision, and then he spots Liz and the generic bad guy. His astral form returns to his body, and he guides what's left of the FBI team to the engine room. I just want to quickly point out they're supposed to be in the engine room or something on the ship searching multiple decks, but the last scene where Kavanaugh got shot seemed to be in a cargo hole. Ferris tells generic bad guy to drop his gun, and Chris tells him, "I've seen every possible ending. None of them are good for you." Bad guy tells him not to take another step, but he does anyway, and then he turns into Neo from the Matrix, dodging bullets while walking right up to the guy and saying, "You've got one way out of this," which I think was the only cool shot I think in the entire movie. Probably
It
for
was
the
so
trailer.
dorky though.
It's just
like
him
when he
getting all
gets
his
up
different
to
versions
him.
of him getting shot. It's like it's not bullet time. It's just him getting killed and then walking past it in different versions.
Yeah, it's just you wouldn't be able to adjust your position fast enough, even knowing where he was gonna shoot you.
Bullets are slow, dude.
I guess you would if you know he's going to shoot and all you got to do is dodge this far, then you just do that a bunch of times and it would seem like he's just dodging every bullet.
I don't think so. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no.
Generic bad guy moves to the other side of Liz, and Ferris shoots the detonator out of his hand while Chris says, "That wasn't it," and Ferris shoots the guy in the head. Chris comforts Liz, and the FBI guys remove the explosive vest.
Glad we got so much character development out of these terrorist guys that they don't even have fucking names.
Or motivation.
Just
launching
nothing.
Chris tells her it's over, and Ferris says, "No, it's not," before revealing they have no clue what the nuclear bomb is. Oh yeah, the nuclear bomb that will kill 8 million people if it's detonated. I totally forgot about that pesky thing. Ferris asks Chris to use his suddenly incredible psychic abilities to see if he can find the bomb on a map. And he says, "Something's wrong. I made a mistake." And Ferris says, "What?" And Chris again says, "I made a mistake. It's happening now." And suddenly,
he comes in his pants.
Suddenly an explosion happens in the middle of Los Angeles, and we watch as Ferris, Liz, and Chris are Sarah Connored into dust along with some super fake-looking CGI boats. The end.
I wish.
Now, suddenly, unfortunately, we cut back to the moment after Chris finished blowing Liz's back out in the motel again. Turns out the entire third act of this piece of shit was just a fucking psychic vision and a complete waste of everyone's time. Chris calls Ferris and tells her that he'll help them, but he has conditions and that he wants Liz left out of it. Chris tells Liz that there's something he has to do, but he'll be back in maybe a week or a month, but if she can wait for him, he'll find her. They make out, and Liz watches the man of her dreams that she's known for less than 24 hours leave after depositing a future Miss Cleo in her stomach.
God damn it.
Outside, Chris waits for the FBI while we hear him in voiceover say, "Here's the thing about the future. Every time you look at it, it changes because you looked at it, and that changes everything else." Ferris pulls up and asks if he's ready, and he says, yeah, and they jump into the car and go save Los Angeles, or he fucks up and everyone dies again, and who knows, who cares? The end. Because it's like, we know his power's useless without Liz being involved. So
that's true. That's 100% true.
Although
if she's not there with him,
I guess he kind of knows now where the bomb is, though, because he saw all of that. So.
I guess,
but he just said that the future changes because he looked at it. So
maybe they move it. Who knows? But
who cares? Fuck this movie.
Yeah.